Welcome to the Planning Commission for the Village of Morton. Today is Monday, October 23rd, and the first order this evening is roll call.
Elam. Farrell.
Here.
Keach.
Here.
Knapp.
Here.
Fick.
Here.
Ritterbusch.
Here.
Smock.
Here.
Westlake.
Here.
Zobrist.
Here.
Quorum.
Thank you very much. First item up after roll call this evening is the approval of minutes. Our last meeting was in August 17. There were a number of, I was out for that one, I think Kara and Matt. So everyone else, if you could look at the minutes, they were included in your packet. Any questions, alterations, comments? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve the minutes for regular meeting August 28th?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Call when ready.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed the same. Approved.
Thank you very much. Public hearing portion of tonight's meeting will begin next. Prior to going over the petitions, I'm going to have our council give a brief summary of how this part of the evening is handled.
Thank you. Public hearings are being held tonight pursuant to published notice. Any person wishing to make a comment to the Plan Commission will be afforded an opportunity to do so and will give their testimony under oath or affirmation. Any person living within 250 feet of the property at issue wishing to cross-examine a testifying witness may be afforded the opportunity to do so at the discretion of our chair on matters germane to the issue before the Plan Commission. No member of the public may address the commission or cross-examine the applicant until recognized by the chair. At the conclusion of the public hearing, the Plan Commission will make a recommendation to the Village Board. The Plan Commission makes recommendations only. The Village Board is responsible for final action on these matters.
Great, thank you. First petition this evening is 17-11, special use. This is for a property at 330 South Main Street, currently zoned B3. This is a requested zoning change to B3 with the mixed use. This is for their mixed use ordinance. I believe we have someone from the public. Jed, if you would mind, if you could stand up and come up here and swear in.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. To the podium and state your name.
My name is Jed Toffer.
Thank you, Jed.
Hello.
Could you just give us a quick summary of, we got your included letter, which is terrific, but just give us a quick breakdown of what the special use for mixed use, what will you guys be doing back here?
Well, we are hoping to move back from Minneapolis and live essentially in the back third of the property. It's not marked on there, but essentially, yeah, right there and then back. Yep, that's it. In a nutshell.
People who have been in there before, as I recall, it's really neat. You guys had remodeled that quite a bit with the studio, and it's very pretty back there.
We did. We have. Yes.
Okay, so the requested special use is for mixed use, obviously, with the ordinance that was passed. This is in the mixed use overlay district for the downtown Morton area. Are there any questions for the petitioner from this table this evening? Thank you, Jet. If there are no questions from the table, do we have a motion to approve? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Is there anyone from the public that would like to comment on this special use? Okay, hearing no comments.
I have just one. I mean, I've been in that property. It's very large, so I think it lends itself well to this type of special use or mixed use. But this will be the first one we've granted all on the same level, correct?
I believe there was. Is this it, Roger? Or was there one in? I thought there might be one. Is it the automotive buyer?
Well, that was upstairs again.
It is.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this as the meeting was coming up. I don't have any problem with it all being on one level. I just wanted to raise it to the table. Am I forgetting something or overseeing something that would cause something on one level with the mixed use to be an issue? Because I don't think we've seen this yet.
Yeah, we haven't. The traditional use for mixed use in, obviously in downtown environments is to create density and also to create a lifestyle. So oftentimes you see retail as the main floor with residential above it. In this particular instance, with it being to the rear of the facility, there's no retail visibility that's being given up. And so I think by virtue of the way this building is built out as opposed to vertically, it makes more sense than it would if this were, say, the corner of Jefferson and Main Street, and we're staring at what would be great retail space, and now we're looking at a residence.
Well, and I'm sure Judd doesn't really want people walking down the street waving in his window either, right? With
Yeah.
the big giant window.
Yeah, sometimes these decisions kind of get made by that purpose as well. You know, people wouldn't want that, but yeah, that's a good point. And obviously, the other justification for mixed use is that every residence has a parking space, and that's handled here. You guys have plenty of parking back there.
So even though it's, you know, you gave an example of if it was on Main Street or whatever, is there anything in the ordinance that would
They're supposed to be to
prohibit?
the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to be,
No, I'm not talking about the parking, I'm talking about,
no, the business use needs to be up front.
It has to be up front.
Living quarters in the back.
Correct.
oh, it is
Yeah.
it's written that way?
Yeah,
Okay.
we created that because as I recall during the ordinance draft, some examples were made of where someone might have a property that's not multiple level, and would we allow for that? And so what we did in that particular case is we just said that retail frontage had to be given retail, and that anything or office, and that residents would have to go to the rear. So this complies. Any other questions?
Yeah, I'm trying to recall whether there are square footage minimums for the living space, and if so, what will this design meet that
Yeah.
requirement?
So for now, the special use, if it's allowed, it'll have to go, when they go and they actually remodel the space, then the city would have an opportunity to review that. But is it 900 square foot, Roger?
I don't even think it was that big.
500?
500, yeah.
Yeah.
500.
Yeah. So, and as I recall, that back space that the Toffers are talking about is 3 times that, roughly.
It's between 1,800 and 2,000.
Okay. Any other comments?
If anybody wants to look, it's in 10.15.4B. Residential uses on main floor provide 60% of the main floor use is used for retail, office, or service, and residential space a minimum of 500 square feet. Street or building frontage must be devoted to the retail components with the residence behind.
Right.
It won't go up. It won't be up just all on the main level.
That's correct.
It won't be up like an upstairs or anything.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So area residents were contacted. Did we get any feedback from them on this?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, closest residential is a couple properties away. Any other commentary?
What's in there now?
It'll remain in the front.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, Rob.
Just out of curiosity, is there a materials requirement for building on an addition like this, like a brick fascia, or how does that?
So as I understand the petition, this would not be an addition. This is going to be a remodel of existing space. Is that accurate? Yeah, so because of that, but if that were coming up, then the special use really only deals with the land use. Would it be prudent for this mixed use to fit into this property? Everything that has to do with the actual construction of would go through the city.
Plan review.
Yeah, for site and plan review. Yeah, so this would be just, this is just for the use. Is this ground appropriate for special use? Any other conversation? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve it.
Thank you, Mr. Ritterbusch. Do we have a second?
Second.
There we go. Did you get those? All right, call when ready.
Keach,
Yes.
Neff,
Yes.
Fick,
Yes.
Ritterbusch,
Yes.
Smock,
Yes.
Westlake,
Yes.
Zobrist,
Yes.
Farrell.
Yes.
Approved.
Thank you very much. Next petition this evening is 1712, special use. Subject property is 901 Detroit Court, currently zoned Industrial 1. This is a requested zoning change from the I-1 to add a special use. The special use permit will allow for the construction of an indoor fire range and firearm sales. As you'll recall, several meetings ago, we had before us an ordinance for special use allowing indoor fire range. The generation of that was in an effort to prepare for this petition. We have our petitioner here, Sam. Could you swear in and just give a quick summation?
I swear both of you then. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
If you guys could both state your names into the microphone just so that they catch it on the camera.
Sam Parrott. Kevin Moody.
Okay. Sam is the owner and Kevin is the operator for this particular petition.
Right. I'm seeking a variance for a
Special use.
special use, sorry, variance for a shooting range for a potential tenant of my property.
You guys here at the table, if you recall, when we talked about this ordinance initially, the special use, we bound it to several of the different zoning areas in Morton. Industrial was one of them that did fit. This is an I-1 property. Roger, these are special use surrounding this property already, correct?
Right.
So from a zoning perspective, it's landed where it probably needs to be. Questions from the table this evening? Sam is the owner of the property. Kevin will be operating the actual the firing range. So any questions that we have here tonight?
Kevin, are you going to be moving your business to that
Yes.
to that location?
Yes.
Yeah, there will be a retail section in the front of this. Any other questions for the
I
petition?
guess I'd ask the same question I kind of always ask, is whether the area residents, because there are some residential across the street,
Mhm.
any
That happens
comment?
every time, without fail. I mean, we don't, that's the law.
Yep. Anyone else?
So this is new construction?
Not at this point in time.
Oh, okay.
We're probably going to do it in the existing property.
Okay.
If you did it in the existing property, though, it would essentially be a building within a building.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other questions?
What's in the property now?
I'm sorry.
What's in the property now?
That's the affiliated home center building.
Okay.
There's nothing in that portion, though, currently. It's vacated.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
What's the longest shooting range or firing line?
25 yards.
Any other questions specific to this? Any other comments from the audience? Okay. Thank you, guys. Do we have a motion to approve petition number 1712, special use?
I'll make a motion.
Motion made. Thank you,
Second.
Matt. Seconded by Zobrist. Call when ready.
Knapp,
Yes.
Fick,
Yes.
Ritterbusch,
Yes.
Smock,
Yes?
Westlake,
Yes.
Zobrist,
Yes.
Farrell,
I'll abstain.
Keach.
Yes.
Approved.
Thank you very much. That will end the public hearing section of our meeting this evening. Move on to other business. Anything from nothing from Roger? Anything from the city, the village? You're just not even paying attention, are you? Just don't care. Listen, I do my best to make this entertaining. Nothing from the village. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
A second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thanks, guys.